This 2018 title achieves nothing, other than reminding me I haven't got a clue what year the previous episodes were in.
Most of this season takes place in 2029, and you either could have paid attention to know this, or you could have taken 5 seconds to look it up. Seeing as you did neither option, here's a double sin.
I caught them out here disseminating. And he goes, "What? You f***ing perverts are out here jerking off and splooging on my streets?"
Could we have established this stereotypical douchebaggery of the fascist army people without quite so many instances of the word insemination? Yes. Yes, we could.
Yeah, but you would have complained no matter what, so time-wasting sin only exists to waste time.
The citizens, why do you call them voters? Took away their right to vote, and somebody started calling them voters to mock them.
Holy sudden Jeffrey Wright. This would be a sin removal if someone hadn't waited 4 episodes to whip out their Jeffrey Wright.
Discount Jeremy sin something he likes cliche.
This armored troop carrier locks from the outside for some reason. And if this is a thing, it f***ing shouldn't be.
That's actually a good sin. This lock only exists to make this scene work.
Now make your choice.
This isn't really much of a choice though, is it? Victor ditches Fedra for moral reasons, but this guy's loyalty might only go as far as, "Hey friend, why did you join the rebellion?" Well, I was fresh off seeing my squad die in a grenade tumble dryer, and my next choice was this or use my skull to hold my boss's ammo.
You're technically correct that this isn't a choice, it's coercion, but that's still not a sin of the episode.
Saying 11 years later as if a more consistent titling of 2029 would have been too much math for my little brain to handle. It would, but I don't appreciate having that assumed.
Your stupidity is not the fault of the episode.
You reckon a yeast infection?
The episode thinking this obvious product placement would get a rise out of me. Come on. We're not even doing years anymore. Now it's just day 1. Jesus wouldn't want this. Damn your dating system.
Arbitrary sin is arbitrary. Oh yeah, and also stupid.
What's up with all the rainbows? I don't know. Maybe they were all optimists.
Call me an optimist, but I think that some semblance of knowledge about the LGBTQ plus pride movement would have survived a mere 26 years into the apocalypse. The pride flag was fairly mainstream by 2003. And if freaking AHA survived the knowledge gap, I'd hope rainbow flags probably did as well.
That's another good sin. Damn, take back one more.
I know accidents happen, but how do you live in an apocalypse where a whisper could get you killed and be this fucking careless about a heavy metal tank hatch in your stealth mission of vengeance? Also kids.
These two sins being back-to-back really shows how full of shit Discount Jeremy is. He mentions that Ellie and Dina are kids, which justifies their carelessness in terms of characterization, but still complains about their carelessness.
Grissom, White, Chaffee, early astronauts. They're supposed to be the first ones to go to the moon, but they never made it off the launch pad.
She knows the names of the astronauts who died in the Apollo 1 accident from 1967, but not the meaning of a rainbow flag from, I repeat, 2003?
Discount Jeremy double dips cliche.
And right here is the perfect place to hole up because, well, no one's around, which you proved brilliantly with your tank hatch maneuver.
Dina appears to have forgotten that while the mushroom people will mindlessly run at you, humans have the capacity to hear that noise, not blindly run at you, and instead brutally kill you in your sleep.
A place with no zombies and maybe humans is still better than a place with both zombies and humans. The next two sins in a row are both examples of Discount Jeremy blatantly ignoring characterization in favor of bullshit sins.
How do you know about Apollo 1 and silica packs, but not the pride flag, Eleanor?
Discount Jeremy triple dips cliche.
Come on. Okay.
Skip? Oh, calm down, calm down. I'm just kidding. The cover was beautiful when Ashley Johnson did it in the video game, and it's just as beautifully heart-wrenching coming from Bella Ramsey. No one's immune to a love bite. However, would it really have hurt anyone to give us just one full throttle, "I'll be gone"?
Discount Jeremy sins something he likes cliche. Also, Discount Jeremy tries to sing in a video cliche.
30 years to retirement and pension, but one day I will own a Moviel saucepan.
Episode holds me to that one time I said I'd listen to Jeffrey Wright read the phone book by making me listen to him non sequitur his way through an even more boring topic, premium French cooking utensils.
Complaining about Jeffrey Wright is always a sin.
Doesn't retain heat the way cast iron does, which of the two makes copper the inferior choice for interrogations. But if you own Moviel, you use Moviel.
If I need to pee and the options are a toilet,
Skip.
Hold out your hand.
Villain tortures someone as a storytelling shortcut into showing us how villainous they are, or because Jack Bauer made it look really cool in 24. Cliché.
That's not a cliche, buddy.
Scar got what he deserved. F***ing animal.
Thinking now is an appropriate time or place for your Lion King hot takes.
Discount Jeremy makes a pop culture ref.
If we run into wolves that weren't in Jackson. Agreed.
Being happy to leave any part of your two-person revenge assault plan on a well-armed militia unspoken.
Pointing things out on the screen when the thing you pointed out could have gone unspoken.
Isaac said he wants him live for questioning.
Isaac's not here, okay?
Disregarding the orders of a man to whom torture has become so routine that he has to spice it up by incorporating a marketing campaign for French copper cooking utensils.
Pointing things out on the screen for an audience whose brains have become so warped by TVSins nonsense that they nod and smile and drool while Discount Jeremy blurts out bullshit.
I don't give a if it's a woman or a kid. Look, I don't care if it's a fucking baby. Look what they did. Now fan the out.
I don't care if it's two women, one of
Skip.
Dina ex Machina.
Discount Jeremy somehow still doesn't know what the term Deus Ex Machina means.
I thought it was supposed to be empty. It was.
I think the idea here is that the snitching fungus under the trains has never been disturbed until now, which is why the soldiers are convinced the place should be clear when it isn't. But it takes the zombies less than a minute to get here, so how far away could they have been? How have they never been summoned until now?
Simply asking questions doesn't automatically count as a mistake of the episode. If you could actually justify this sin, then I would agree with you, but all you did was ask a few questions.
Also, I feel like we're very close to the sudden arrival of cordyceps being a distraction that saves Ellie's ass more times than it has actually been a concern.
I agree that this is nonsense. The cordyceps have basically taken a backseat this season, and it kind of sucks.
Considering that Ellie is the one with the immunity to being bitten, you'd think she'd make sure Dina was ahead of her instead of playing, I don't have to outrun you, I only have to outrun the zombie mushroom.
It's almost like children don't act 100% logically in terrifying life or death situations.
I feel like they should always be wearing long sleeves and padding on missions like this. There's really no reason to give up your exposed skin when you could have shoved the sleeve of a nice cushiony parka into the bitey man's mouth.
And once again, Discount Jeremy sends two children for not making their plans with impeccable logic and foresight.
No, f***ing shoot me!
I always wondered about the wisdom of keeping Ellie's immunity a secret, especially after being in Jackson for so long with people she trusts. Seems like a good way to get killed for no reason.
Having people know about her immunity nearly got her killed by the Fireflies in the previous season, so Ellie and Joel clearly have some trust issues.
I'm gonna banish my arm and I'm gonna go to sleep. You're gonna sit as far away from me as you want, and you're gonna keep that gun pointed on me.
Oh, so you get to sleep a solid 6 to 8 hours while I stay up all night waiting to shoot my best friend. No dice, Zombelly.
You're not funny and nobody likes you.
I'm pregnant.
Two characters wait until a near-death experience before declaring love for each other. Cliché.
That's not a cliche, my guy.
You start to hide little things, they become big things.
Dialogue of my sex tape?
Discount Jeremy makes a cringeworthy sex tape joke that isn't funny cliche. The next two sins in a row are both pretty solid. I've had to remove more sins in this video than any other in a long time. The video still sucks, seeing as most of the sins aren't legitimate, but at least there have been a handful of good ones.
You don't have to go. You can stay here.
I'm kind of amazed that Ellie still wants to go. She's finally with the woman she's had this huge crush on, is willing to raise a baby with her, but is still committed to this Avenge Joel mission. A mission that is now, by the way, against people who are way more armed than they expected and who are currently in a fight with another group of people who disembowel indiscriminately. The Kelly.
So I guess you skipped over all the many examples of Ellie and Joel's relationship developing? That's the only explanation I can see for why you're ignoring her need for revenge. Well, actually, dishonesty could be a factor, I suppose.
I'm about to bomb this whole motherfucking plane.